Here's our D18 1937 authentic. We shaved the neck on this, and I did a video on that. And so I thought we should take a look at it and see, did the sound change? Did the sound change? What I think of the neck? Would I do it again? Comments. First thing, let's see. Where do we start? Did the sound change? I recorded it before I did anything. So we're gonna A/B the sound of the guitar previously. And I have several videos of this guitar with the original neck and everything like that. So you can actually go back and listen to some of those if you really want to get that involved, but you really don't want to do. Just take my word for it. Short answer is no, I don't think it changed. It might possibly be just a hair crisper, but that's not a bad thing in my humble opinion. I really like crisp, snappy, bright guitars. That's a tone that I can use as a player. I do not like bassy guitars. I don't like guitars that are on the bassy side of the spectrum. They're great for sitting around strumming and solo, singing, songwriter thing. But when I'm in a jam or a band, I want a cutting guitar. So if this got a little bit brighter, I don't think that's a bad thing for me because it's also going to age. And as it ages, it will get bassier and warmer and fuller and all that. I like to start with bright guitars because I know they're going to age into more mellow guitars. So, all right. So let's do the A/B comparison, the best that I can remember, and then we'll go to the next part of it. Well, what I think about the neck? I am very happy with the neck. I've played it for 2 evenings now. I've played this guitar more since I've shaved the neck than I have in the whole 3 weeks or so that I've owned it. It still is a fat neck. I did not slim it down to something unmanageably slim. And there's what it looks like too. Take a good look at it, and you can see the finish. It blends in pretty good. I mean, if you get it in the light, and you can definitely see the merger here and up here, but from 2 feet away, it looks really good. That's what it looks like, and you can see it's still plenty fat. I hit the measurements that I wanted dead on. So it still has a taper to it. It's just not as much of a taper. It doesn't go like this. It goes fatter. So sitting here playing it, I can tell you that I'm very happy with it. It plays so much more comfortably for me. It's got the V that I want on the back of the neck here. It's got that V. My thumb rests on that V. As you come up here into the first fret, Remember, I didn't do any shaving on, the first fret at all. In fact, there's the original finish at the first fret, and then it really starts at like about the second fret, but it doesn't really start until the third fret. And at the third fret here, you can feel the V. Back here at the first fret, it's still got the stock, almost C shape, which was not objectionable back here because the neck was thinner, so it's more manageable. It's only up in here where it gets fatter that I couldn't manage that C-shaped shoulder because it pushed my hand out so far. And anyway, I just couldn't manage it. So it's very manageable up here in the first fret. I don't even notice it. In fact, I like it because if you got to make an F chord like this, it gives you a little bit of a flat spot back here where you can make that F chord, which is the hardest place to make, an F chord. I don't ever do full bars like that. But if you do, boy, my hand just fits really good on that. So here's a full F. And let's get this right. There you go. And see, my hand just fits really nice on that flat spot right there. And that's the same thing up here where I commented, because if you watch the video, you see that I flattened the neck and then I brought the curves up to that point. And so right up in here at the medius part of the neck, you can feel a little bit of a flat spot right here too. And I don't mind that because my thumb is normally on the V right up in here. And if I ever need to make a bar chord up here at the 9th fret, which I never do, I've got this little bit of a flat spot right here instead of having a corner. And it's super comfortable. And I've got the V right here when I want that. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. And it's just a very minor flat spot. I only know it's there because I cut the neck. And so I know that there was a flat spot there. I might possibly go back in and smooth it off a little bit more. Every now and then, I can feel one of the facets that I cut. I cut the back flat, and then I cut the V, and then I shaped all that stuff together. And every now and then, I think maybe I can feel one of those facets being a little bit flat, but not really. Not unless I really get down and nitpick on the thing. Otherwise, when I'm playing, it's awesome. It's really good. It just transformed this guitar for me, and that's the bottom line. Shaving that neck down just really made this a much more enjoyable guitar to play, much more comfortable. The finish is terrific. It's still just a shellac finish. There's nothing else on it. It's like 3 coats of shellac. It's really could be considered a sealer at this point. I probably will keep putting a few more coats on it, but right now it's awesome. It's just slick, hands not sticking. So here's a couple of things about it that I notice with this improved neck, okay? You might not ever do this, but just watch this example here, okay? I could never do that with a stock neck. Make that jump from here to here and get that chord comfortably on the fly. Every time I would try something like that on the stock neck, playing lead on it, my hand would just get thrown off by that massive taper going up there. And I couldn't do that sort of thing cleanly. Which I did, really don't make a jump like that. But when you're working up the neck, sometimes you do. And sometimes, you... Point is, I can do it, you see. I couldn't do that before. So that is a massive improvement. For playing lead and stuff, it is so easy to shift positions now. It's just, let me think of position shift. I can't think of anything better than like Blackbird Blossom, That's just comfortable. You see, I could not do that very comfortably before. I had to really focus on getting it right, and that's not relaxing. When you have to focus so much on fighting the guitar, it's just not relaxing. So to be able to pull off something like that when I'm playing softly, lightly, first thing in the morning, I barely had my coffee, and so to be able to pull off, that kind of shift position tells me, yeah, the neck's very comfortable. Really good. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Honestly, it was either sell the guitar, I mean, it really transformed the guitar. And it looks good. I'm sitting here looking at it, and it looks like a vintage Martin. It looks like a 40s with the taper. It does not look like, say, that CS BG16, which I pick it up, and it looks like a modern neck because it's really even taper. Not this. This looks like a vintage guitar. It's got a lot of meat up in here still. It's great. Now, if I thought it was too bright, it would be super easy on this guitar to just change picks. Let me go through a couple of picks here and show you the differences in tone that now come out of it. And that's why I like a bright guitar, because if you got a guitar that doesn't have the brightness, you can't get it. It's like your Telecaster back here. If you put a 047 cap on the tone, you lose a lot of stuff. You lose a lot of the highs. It automatically bleeds off too fast. You put a 22 on it, now you got maybe too much high, but now you can roll it off, you see. And if you ever want those highs for something, like a neck pickup or something, you got them. So I like to have a little too much rather than not enough. All right, so let's just look at some picks real quick so you can kind of get a feel for this guitar. So this is a Blue Chip TD50, which is a pretty bright pick. Okay, Blue Chip TD50. Teardrop, no modification. It's got the pointy teardrop, which is pretty pointy. So let's do this one. Let's see. That's a little too bright for me. Let's take the shoulder of it. Move over to the round shoulder and try that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Except I kind of want the point. Let's do this natural material here, which has a pretty good point on it, and this is about a little bit under 1 millimeter, probably about a 96 millimeter, 90.0.96, whatever. It's under a millimeter. That's pretty bright too, but that pick feels really good in my hand. All right, here is a Red Bear, a medium, classic. This is the pick that I generally use in all my AV videos. So you've heard this pick a lot of times. I got him pretty well. That's a good feeling pick. Really good size. And this is a Red Bear just for fun. This is a Mondo medium. It's the mandolin pick. There it is. Really round corners. And it's a medium. Super round corners. Let's try it. That's pretty good on the treble, man. That fattens it up, doesn't it? But it might get a little dull on the bass strings. Yeah. Just a little bit mellow there. Let me rotate to a little bit more of a pointy corner. definitely a little mellower. This is not a bad pick. I mean, this is definitely took that brightness down. This would be a really good rhythm pick. You really get that percussive brush to it. When I come back to the Red Bear classic medium, using the tip, here's the rhythm on that one. Definitely more snap. Now, what I like about the classics, and especially the B Red Bear's got a little bit more shoulder to it and a little bit round, and this one looks really good for me to turn sideways like this, using the round corner on it. Yeah, that's a pretty good sound. This one's not beveled, but I beveled my own Red Bear picks for a long time, and I would always bevel this edge too, to give it, and sometimes put a different bevel. Sometimes I'd have a speed bevel on the point or a round bevel on the point, and put a speed bevel on the edge or a round point, depending on which kind of sound I thought I might want to use that pick for. So the speed bevel is a little bit brighter. So sometimes I would put just the round bevel on the point to kind of reduce that brightness just a little bit, but then I would put a speed bevel on the rounder edge here to brighten that up, so it kind of brought the two together, so they were a little bit closer. And if you do it the other way around and don't even put a bevel on it, you can make the two edges more extreme. I like the Red Bear shape better than I do the blue chip shape. The blue chip shape is just a little small for me. Let me put them head to head right here like this, and you can see the difference right there. And the B Red Bear is even bigger, and I really like it. It's almost like a cut down triangle. I really like the B. So anyway, if the guitar is too bright, it's really easy to just use a different pick on it. No problem, but I do like the fact that it gives me the brightness, and I don't think this guitar is too bright. A lot of you commented on it in the ABs compared to some of the other guitars, and yes, it's brighter than that CZS BG16, but that's okay because that's a Rosewood, dreadnought, and I want that to be a different sound. I don't want all my guitars to sound the same. So this guitar sounds different. It's bright, snappy, punchy, and now it's got an awesome neck on it. So I'm super happy with that. And I will continue to put some shellac finish on it after I decide whether or not I'm going to smooth that off a little bit. So the action didn't change on this. The action is the same. The relief is the same. I measured all that. It's got just a little bit of relief. Perfect. It might have changed 0.02 of an inch. Which is okay because right now it's about 0.04 of an inch, which is really, really good. And I thought maybe, anyways, it's perfect now, And consequently, the action might have come about 0.02 of an inch. I need to measure it again. It does not feel bad. It feels really good right now, but I might be pushing off into neck reset territory here pretty soon, which I knew from the start. Anyway, I don't see any negative aspects of shaving this particular neck in this particular way. I did not shave it too much. I did not make it a super thin neck. I left a lot of meat on here. I put this to where, in my humble opinion, it should have been right from the start. It matches that 1944 really, really well. Yeah, really well. I think I could probably interchange between those two necks. And it just made this guitar so much better for me, being able to play it. So, all right, I'm going to play a little bit on it. And, I'm not warmed up. This is what I would call the reactive test on a guitar. So I'm going to play stuff that I haven't played in a long time. There's going to be some mistakes because I can't remember what it is I'm supposed to try and be playing. But we will see if the guitar reacts to me. Am I able to pull off stuff? Am I comfortable with it? Am I able to think on my feet? Because I can bang out 9-pound hammer on anything, but trying to play something else that I haven't played in a while is where guitar really shows whether or not it's comfortable for me. So, alright, let's do Backward Lost. I haven't played that in a long time, and I think I found something out on it. Yeah. We get warmed up a little bit better. I figured this out the other day that I've been playing it wrong all this time. Yeah, that'll work, but I want to go to the E note. So. Trying to listen to guitar and play at the same time. Let's try this one. I know it's next. Oh yeah, so let's see, how's that other sound? Let's see. was, I heard a knocking there and it threw me off. I got woodpeckers that can peck on the house, and I have to open the window and scare them off. But that was pretty reactive. I mean, man, I haven't played that Plastic Banana. I have not played Plastic Banana in forever. So be able to pull it off like that. Yeah, I was trying to remember how it went as I was going along. So let's see. Got that somewhere in there. I sit down and figure it out. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, reacting on that. It's good. Man. Guitar. You know, people will say this. Why don't you test the guitar before you work on it and stuff? And you know, a lot of times it's like the guitar just plays like a truck. I can't even play on it, and I can't evaluate the sound of the guitar if I'm fighting against it. And so, if the sound of this guitar didn't change one bit, the playing changed dramatically. And I am able to play so much more comfortably on this guitar now that I've shaved the neck. And to me, it sounds better because I'm able to play more comfortably. I'm able to pull off things, and I'm just able to sit down and relax and play the guitar. And so it sounds better. And if I'm fighting it, it's just not going to sound good. There's going to be hesitations. I'm thinking, you know, can I do that? Can I pull that off? I think of an idea. And I can't do it because I can't react on the guitar. And so to me, this guitar just skyrocketed. It's bondness with me. You know, it's familiarity. It was I don't know. Yeah, it's a bonding with it. You know, you can't bond with the guitar if you're not comfortable with it. I saw potential because I like the bright sound of it. And my gosh, it's a 37 authentic, and it's got bear claw, and I love bear claw on tops. So I thought it was worth it to get this guitar where it really fit me good. And so, you know, now it's just like, yeah, it's really good. I can't wait to get the finish cracked and beat it up and get some honest playing there. I like this guitar so much better now. And to me, it sounds better, plays better, looks good, you know? I mean, look at this, you know. My refinish is not obvious, you know. It's not a glaring white, you know, color like you see on mandolin necks a lot of times. They got the finish and they got this glaring white neck. I'm not a super big fan of that on guitars, you know. I still want the red look, you know. And this looks really good. You can see the where I've feathered it in there, but it's not obvious, and it's going to be less obvious after I put some more slack on it. So. All right. Have a good day.